Hi, this is Jeff with Birder's Diary. In this video, we're going to learn how to split and lump a species. There's two different versions of this. One is with a taxonomic list that doesn't contain subspecies, and the other is with a taxonomic list that does contain subspecies. The latter just requires a few extra steps. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to, in the first one, split a species in the ABA 2014 taxonomic list by just adding a new species to it, renaming the former species, and then reassigning sightings. So let's get started. First of all, we want to bring up the ABA 2014 taxonomic list in the taxonomy viewer. That's available here in the advanced or red toolbar buttons. If you don't have it visible, it's just you have to click on equals MC squared to show the other red buttons. It's also under Toolbar, Advanced, and Taxonomy Viewer. So right here, let's open up the Taxonomy Viewer. Let's load it with the ABA 2014 Taxonomic List. And let's search on Yellow-rumped warbler. We just press enter after we've entered the name in there, and it will expand the list. Now you can see here that yellow-rumped warbler is actually Pseudophaga coronata. Now, essentially to split something, all we got to do is add another species and then reassign some of the sightings that were to this old one to the new one, if that's appropriate. Very simple, so let's get started on that. Let's add a new species. To do that, we click on the green plus button up here. Up it comes already with our taxonomic list we're using. What's going to be the common name of this? Well, let's call it Audubon's warbler. So we're going to type that in. And let's add an alias for this new thing. For example, anytime I enter in yellow-rumped warbler, I want it to ask me, did you mean the Audubon's warbler or the old yellow-rumped warbler? So let's add an alias. And the alias, of course, is going to be yellow-rumped warbler. Okay, so we click add. The alias panel slides away, and we're left with, again, what's going to be the preferred common name. What's this going to show up as in our taxonomic list? So let's tab down to genus and enter in Pseudophaga. Got to spell it right. There we go. And you'll see that once you enter in a known kingdom, family, order, genus, species in the taxonomic list being used, it will pre-fill everything above it, which is what just happened. It saves me from having to type that in. And this species' Latin name is going to be Audubonii, okay? Which is exactly what the subspecies is anyway. This is going to be countable as opposed to not countable like a hybrid or a form or some other kind of something you might add here. We've got to at least add one location. So this is going to be the western race of the yellow-rumped warbler, and while the coronata is going to be the eastern race. So I'll enter in Colorado, add it, and now let's add this new species to the taxonomic list. So we click the add button down here. A similar thing is already in use by the following taxonomic list, none, but let's use it anyway. If you happen to get this message, just use the similar thing. It will make sense. So there we go. We click add, we click OK, and now you can see that Audubonii is in the list under Pseudophaga. So now we have a new thing. But we'd like that to come right under coronata. So you click on it, you drag it up and drop it right on coronata. It does a drop after. So now you'll see we've got coronata and Audubonii. Okay, one other thing we want to do is, in a real world, this might no longer be called yellow-rumped warbler. So let's call it yellow-crowned warbler. Isn't that what coronata means after all? So let's go to that and let's right-click on it and change preferred common name. I'm going to change it to yellow-crowned warbler. Click OK. Are you sure? Yes, we are. Now you see that our old bird is now yellow-crowned warbler. Our new one is Audubon's warbler. There's only one thing to do now is go through our list of all of our sightings for yellow-rumped warbler and assign the appropriate ones to the new Audubon's warbler. We can close this window. So let's take a look at those. Let's pull up all the sightings for yellow-crowned warbler. Let's clear our data filter. under the name, let's type in yellow-crowned warbler. There it is. Press enter. You can see that we've got 2 sightings for yellow-crowned warbler. One in Florida, one in Colorado. The Florida one's going to stay the yellow-crowned warbler. The one in Colorado is going to become the new Pseudophaga auduboni, or Audubon's warbler. So we'll select it, click on the pencil to edit it, select the name checkbox to indicate we're going to change the name, and here you can type common name or Latin name, scientific name. So look, Audubon's warbler, or press delete in the smart search field, clears the field. Let's call it Pseudophaga audubonii. I may have left out something. Nope, there are 2 I's. So we can enter in either way. Now I click update. Ask, are you sure? I say yes. And there's only one there now. The other one is the Audubon's warbler. Let's go back and look at that one sighting. We just changed it. Audubon's warbler. Click continue. It's going to ask me what you mean. I mean this one, the ABA 2014 Audubon's warbler. Click OK, and you can see that sighting from Colorado now belongs to Audubon's warbler. You can see that we've just split a species in a taxonomic list that doesn't contain subspecies. For instructions on how to lump that back together, please see the next video in the series. Thank you. I hope this was informative.